Let me ask you something. What food could split families, divide countries, and spark wars online? No, not politics, not religion. I'm talking about pizza. Specifically, pizza with pineapple. To some, it's a crime against food. To others, it's a hill worth dying on. But here's the crazy part. This isn't just about taste. Pineapple pizza carries a story, one that stretches across continents, cultures, and generations. This isn't just a topping, it's a symbol of tradition, rebellion, and everything in between. So, how did a tropical fruit end up starting the world's most controversial food war? Here's the truth. Pizza, the way we know it, isn't ancient. Flatbreads? Sure. The Greeks, Persians, Egyptians, all had versions. But modern pizza, tomato sauce, dough, cheese, was born in Naples, Italy, in the late 1700s. Picture it, narrow cobblestone streets filled with noise and life, hungry workers with barely a coin in their pocket. They needed food that was fast, hot, cheap, filling. Pizza was survival food, and yet something magical happened. It became more than survival. It became identity. By the late 1800s, pizza had climbed high enough that even royalty got a taste. The famous story goes that Queen Margherita visited Naples. Local bakers prepared her a pizza topped with tomato, mozzarella, and basil, the red, white, and green colors of Italy itself. She loved it. And from that day, Margherita pizza carried not just flavor, but national pride. That's why Italians are so protective. Pizza isn't just food, it's heritage. It's Sunday with your grandmother. It's your flag on a plate. So when Italians emigrated to America, they carried it with them. But in the New World, pizza was about to be reborn. In America, pizza got louder. Bigger ovens meant bigger pies, more toppings, more cheese, more everything. Fast forward to 1962. A small diner in Chatham, Ontario, Canada. It's called Satellite Restaurant, run by Sam Panopoulos, a Greek immigrant who loved experimenting in the kitchen. Sam looks at a can of pineapple sitting on the counter. Cheap canned pineapple. And he thinks, why not? He tosses pineapple on a pizza with ham. It sounds wrong, but somehow it works. At first, customers raised eyebrows. Then they asked for seconds. And just like that, Hawaiian pizza was born. Sam wasn't trying to change the world. He wasn't making a statement. He was just playing with flavor. But that playful experiment set off one of the biggest food debates in history. For Italians, this wasn't innovation. It was blasphemy. One chef compared it to painting a mustache on the Mona Lisa. The Neapolitan Pizza Association, yes, there's an actual association, literally wrote rule books about what can and can't go on pizza. Pineapple? Absolutely not. But here's the question. Why does pineapple trigger more rage than anchovies, olives, or even vegan cheese? Because food is never just food. It's memory. It's family. It's where you're from. Pizza, for Italians, is sacred, a cultural inheritance passed down for centuries. And suddenly, a Greek man in Canada was remixing it like a pop playlist. For some, that felt like a violation. For others, liberation. Here's the twist. Pineapple pizza didn't just survive, it thrived. In Australia, it became one of the most popular pizzas. In the US, it divided households like politics. And on the internet, pineapple became a meme, a battlefield, a love-hate punchline. But here's the bigger story. Pineapple isn't alone. Cultures remix food all the time. The California roll, invented in Canada. Japanese pizza, topped with corn and mayo. India, paneer tikka pizzas dominate menus. Mexico, tamarind and candy was once weird. Now it's iconic. Food evolves, it travels, it adapts, and every time someone calls it wrong, until one day, it's normal. By the 2000s, pineapple pizza had jumped from kitchen tables to internet battles. Reddit threads, Twitter polls, TikTok challenges, memes everywhere.
On my pizza, give you $100.
What?
$100.
$100. Not even,
200.
not even a thought. What?
200. No way.
Come on, 1,000.
1,000?
Even the president of Iceland got involved. He joked that if he could pass any law, it would be banning pineapple pizza. The internet lost it. But that moment said something real. Pineapple on pizza isn't just a topping. It's a conversation about what we're allowed to change and what we must protect. In 2017, when Sam Panopoulos passed away, tributes poured in. Not just from Canada, but from around the world. People shared photos of Hawaiian pizzas with captions like, "Thanks, Sam." Think about that for a second. A simple experiment in a tiny Canadian diner became a global conversation piece, remembered decades later. The man who never set out to make a statement had, in his own way, changed food history. And maybe that's the lesson. Food isn't just flavor. It's memory. It's freedom. It's rebellion. It's how generations tell their stories, not through words, but through recipes, shared across tables, passed down in kitchens. Every food we love today was once controversial. Tomatoes? Europeans once thought they were poisonous. Sushi? For years it was ridiculed in the West. French fries? Exotic. Coffee? Banned in some places. Even chocolate once upon a time was dismissed as strange and foreign. And yet today, they're not just accepted, they're celebrated. Pineapple pizza? It's just the latest chapter in that same story. But here's the real question. What's next? What food will be tomorrow's pineapple pizza? What flavor combination will make people roll their eyes today, only to fall in love with it a generation later? Maybe it'll be crickets on tacos, or lab-grown meat on pasta, or 3D printed pizza delivered by drones. One day your kids or grandkids might laugh at you for refusing to try the thing they can't live without. That's the beauty of food. It never stops evolving. It crosses borders, breaks rules, and dares us to taste something new. Sometimes it divides us, sure, but it also unites us because in the end, we're all sitting around the same table, arguing over what should or shouldn't go on a slice of dough with cheese. And maybe that's the secret. Those arguments, those debates, they're not really about food at all. They're about identity, about belonging, about what we hold on to and what we're willing to change. So the next time you see pineapple on a pizza, don't just ask if you like it. Ask what it represents. Think about the arguments it sparked, the traditions it challenged, the cultures it collided with, and think about Sam, the man who looked at a can of pineapple and decided to take a risk. Because in that moment, he gave us more than a topping. He gave us a reminder that food is alive. It's daring. It's rebellious. It's proof that sometimes a slice is never just a slice.